So I have this movie. It is called Leap Year, and it's a really good movie. You should check it out. Basically, this American girl is going to follow her boyfriend on a business trip to Dublin, Ireland, because her family is of Irish descent, and on Leap Day, February 29th, it is tradition that a woman can, in fact, propose to a man. Well, instead of going from Boston to Dublin, there is a storm which has to take her to Cardiff instead. And there's just all these extra mileage, and I'm just going to show you. Anna is flying from Boston all the way over to Dublin. Well, there is a storm which causes the plane to land elsewhere, so instead of flying to Dublin, the path breaks and it goes over here to Cardiff, Wales. So, from Boston to Dublin, which is the normal trip she was supposed to take, was going to be 2,997 miles, or 4,824 kilometers. But because of the storm, the plane has to go from Boston to Cardiff, which is 3,154 miles, or 5,076 kilometers. Here's my map of the United Kingdom and Northern Ireland. So, she lands here. She's here in Cardiff, Wales, and she wants to take a ferry, but the ferries are all down because of the bad weather, so she pays this guy to take her on his boat, and she is here going, and she paid for Cork, which is right here, but because the weather is so bad, he takes her all the way here to Dingle. So, again, with all this extra mileage, from Cardiff to Cork, which is from here to right there, originally, it was going to be 229 miles, or 369 kilometers, but because of the bad weather, she has to go from Cardiff to Dingle, which is actually 306 miles, or 492 kilometers. So she's trying to get from Dingle to Dublin, right there, and this is basically the rest of the movie, her trying to get there, and from Dingle to Dublin, it is 188 miles, or 302 kilometers. Out of all the places she's been going from point A to point B, this is actually the smallest or shortest distance, but is the longest to get there, which I really don't understand, but I guess there wouldn't be no movie if there wasn't anything. So instead of doing her normal trip from Boston to Dublin, which is 2,997 miles, or 4,824 kilometers, she is actually, in fact, from Boston, she has to go to Cardiff, from Cardiff to Dingle, and then Dingle to Dublin, which was the entire trip from Boston to Dublin. Instead of doing the 2,997 miles, or 4,824 kilometers, the entire duration of her trip was actually 3,648 miles, or 5,870 kilometers. Now, excuse my math, but that is a big mileage difference. But yeah, so all in all, leap year, there is a lot of extra mileage Anna is taking on her trip, but it is a great movie. So I hope you enjoyed this, whatever you want to call it, video, and yeah.